All right. So I'm excited to capture the author's reflection of purpose driven work. This has forced me to go back and listen to and read my own work and come with a critical eye, but also to expand on some thoughts that may or may not have been fully fleshed out at the time of writing this book. So, as I think about chapter one, what I want to be intentional with is I wrote some notes down, but I do want this to be fairly free flowing as I just get my thoughts out. And Heather, you will be there to help me to just make this more synthesized and concrete in terms of the author's reflection. So let's go ahead and dive into chapter one of the author's reflection. So the first thing I want to really echo is purpose is predetermined. The heart of this book focuses on the idea that there's purpose in work, and for all of us, we get stuck in our careers, we get stuck in life, and there's a big fat question mark and struggle to align this purpose with our careers, with our callings, as well as our dreams. So there's a really nuanced and big, broad challenge here when we think about career, dreams, callings, and purpose, right? So I just want to echo that at the heart of this, our purpose is something that we don't have to really spend a lot of time finding. You can, but you're going to be wasting your time because we are created in the image of God by God. He's given us a purpose, right? If we were an engineer, and I'm thinking about my life as maybe Steve Jobs or Steve Wozniak, the creators of the Apple computer, they had a purpose for the device that they created back in the I guess the 70s or the 80s, right? They had a purpose to compute information, maybe to be able to document certain data that they wanted to compute. They had some parameters of purpose that were predetermined for their device, which was called a personal computer. Same goes for us as people. We're made in the image of God. We have purpose, and I think we spend a lot of time trying to find it when we don't necessarily have to. We can, but it's going to be a waste of time. And so this is a blessing and a curse for many of us because we try to define purpose through our own worldview, our own logic, but it already comes like a battery pack to a device when you get it out the store. It's already plugged into all of us. We have purpose, which is to worship the Lord with all of your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to make disciples out of all nations. Genesis 1:28 talks about to be fruitful and multiply. You know, that's part of our purpose, right? God created us to be fruitful image bearers for his glory. That's one thing I just want to echo as the early reflection. Another reflection I want to think about in chapter one is really all of us have these internal and external challenges as we pursue our dreams. And in the book, I talk a little bit about labor market challenges versus maybe self confidence. That's the labor market is it's external. We don't know what type of organizations are hiring. You know, what are the qualifications that they're soliciting, and then internally, am I confident enough to go after it? Another example for internal external challenge is, do I have the skills versus struggling with self doubt? You know, skills, that's a very tangible thing that we can go after and put into our toolkit, hard skills and soft skills. But self doubt is one of those internal challenges that an individual will struggle with. I think it's important to identify this in this early chapter, because as we navigate, there's going to be internal and external challenges for us to pursue our world of work, to align our purpose and our dreams, callings, and career. And so, essentially, I'm asking the question: what is going on inside of us when it comes to internal and external challenges? And then I want to sort of land the plane here with this last idea that I talk about God being first. And so this book is not for everybody. It is for everybody, but everybody's not going to accept it. And I'm content with that. Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek first the kingdom of God above all else, live right, and then you will get what you need." I love passages like this because it's like a formula, right? When you think about algebra or geometry, for those of us that are not strong in math, we can appreciate a good old fashioned formula. This is one where God says, "Look, man, you do this and you're gonna get that." So for us, when we think about our world of work, our livelihood, our careers, our dreams, it says first, seek the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God. Jesus talks about this over and over and over in the New Testament, and it's a very strange concept because we are wired because of sin to pursue purpose in a way that's perverted. We think that we need to earn and work and toil in order to get it. You know, there's phrases such as "you get what you get what you deserve," or "you eat what you kill." That's kind of our cultural perspective of our value. But God flips it on his head. Seek first the kingdom of God. Like, just seek me, man. Seek the kingdom of God above everything you do. Your livelihood, your family, your money, your self-preservation, everything. And I'm gonna give you what you need. So if you put God first, you will get what you need. You're not going to make $100,000 and then get your goal. It's really emphasis on seeking first God's kingdom above all else. Live righteously, and then you get what you want. So I think this is important for us as we unpack the idea of purpose-driven work, because we wrestle and toil and we try to find things that to fill the void of our heart that we don't have to. It's kind of a waste of time. And so I hope this is a blessing for you. I just wanted to echo those 3 points here. Purpose is predetermined. There's an internal and external challenge that we all sort of navigate, and we kind of have to ask the question of what's going on inside of us. And then lastly, as a foundational element, seek first the kingdom of God, and He's going to give you what you need. That's the perfect formula for purpose driven work.